So this is a video for homework 4, number 2, and we're still working with the probability and things like odds in favor and odds against. So in this case, again, your numbers are going to be different than mine, but once you see how I do mine, then you can go ahead and use the numbers from yours and do the same thing. So we have, suppose the probability of an IRS audit is 4.2% for U.S. taxpayers who file a Form 1040 and who earned $100,000 or more. Now, what's a little annoying about this problem is they try to give you a little more information than you really need. So we really know that the probability of the IRS audit for these people is 4.2%. Now, anytime you're going to go ahead and use a number for any of your formulas in probability, you want to make sure that you turn your percent into a decimal. So in order to turn my percent into a decimal, don't forget that what you're going to do is you're going to take the 4.2, and excuse my handwriting here, and you're going to move the decimal place 2 places to the left. So this is 4.2%. Turn it to a decimal. We're going to go 1, 2, and that's going to make this 0.042. Now, the little formula to find the odds of success, and I know that's not success if we were audited, but we just kind of use that language here. So the odds for being audited, we want the probability of success, and I'm just going to write S here because that's easier than writing success with my mouse, divided by the probability of failure. Now, the whole thing in this type of probability is that success and failure are what we call complements of each other. So for this type of taxpayer, the ones who file the Form 1040 and earn $100,000 or more, they have a 4.2% of being audited, which means they have a 1 minus 4.2% of being not audited. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take our probability of success, which is 0.042, and we're going to divide by the probability of failure. So we're going to take 1 minus 0.042. Okay. So I'm just going to go over to my plain old Google calculator because that makes it easiest. Let's see if I have my Google calculator up here somewhere. I do not. So let me get that before I go ahead and share it with you. Hold on 1 second here. That way you can see how I'm doing my calculations. I'm going to bring up my calculator. And again, I just use the plain old Google calculator. Just type calculator into Google and you will be fine there. So I'm going to go ahead and do a new share here so you can see my calculator. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. Let me see if I can find it now. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take 0.042. And I'm going to divide, and don't forget to put this in parentheses if you're doing this all at once, 1 minus 0.042, which is going to be, let's see here, 0.0438. Now, the only thing that can get a little bit annoying here is that you do have to change this. If you look at how they were kind of wanting you to go ahead and find your answer, they're saying blank to blank, right? So just to kind of show you what I mean here. They want you to find, in this case, it's going to be 1 to something, right? So odds that a taxpayer will be blank to blank. Now, in order to do that, having that decimal going, just going ahead and trying to figure out what that would be as 1 to something can be a little difficult. So let me show you how to do that. So first of all, if I'm just going to go back here, I'm going to go back to my Google calculator. Let me show an easy way to do this. Okay, so let me just find 1 minus 0.042 for a second. So 1 minus 0.042 is 0.958. Okay, so I'm just going to write that down before I go back to my other screen. Let's go back to this screen here, our problem. Okay, so really what I have here is that the probability is going to be 0.042, again, pardon my handwriting, over 0.958, or you can call that 0.042 to 0.958. But whenever we give odds, you never hear somebody say, the odds of winning roulette is, 1 to 35 or whatever. They say, 0.042 to 958. They say 1 to 35. You want that type of odds there. So we want to turn this into 1 to something. So an easy way to do that is to multiply the top and the bottom by the same number so that you get a 1 in your numerator. Okay, so we want to get a 1 in that numerator. And in order to do that, the easiest way to do that is to divide both the numerator and denominator by the 0.042, because if I divide the 0.042 in the numerator, 0.042 divided by 0.042 is just 1. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. If I take my 0.042, I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to divide both the numerator and denominator by the same number. Remember, you can either multiply or divide in order to get a fraction that is the same, because multiplication and division are really kind of the same thing anyway. But if I do one thing to the top, I have to do the same thing to the bottom. So 0.042 here. Now, I know that in the numerator, I'm going to get that 1. But in the denominator, I have to know what I'm going to get. And they're telling me to round to the nearest whole number. So when we divide that bottom, we're going to round to the nearest whole number here. So let me go back to my Google calculator. So we're going to do 0.958. That's not my Google calculator. Where did it go? Ah, there it is. Okay, so let me go ahead and share my Google calculator. So we're going to take that 0.958 and we're going to divide by 0.042. And that's going to get me 22.8. And we're going to round that 22.8 to a whole number. So we're going to round to this first place. And because this number to the right is a 5 or better, so it's an 8, I'm going to round to a 3. So that's how we're getting that 1, 2, 23. So I'm just going to go ahead and go back to my screen. Sorry to kick you back and forth a ton. And I already got rid of my annotations. So the 0.042 divided by 0.042 was 1. And then the 0.958 divided by 0.042 was approximately 23. So you have 1 to 23. Now, to get the odds against such a taxpayer being audited, you're just going to flip it. We're going to make this 23 to 1. So whatever you get here, to find the complement, you're just flipping it here. I hope that helps. If you have any questions, just let me know.